Begin on this Tuesday evening with the images inside a Manhattan courtroom this afternoon. Former President Donald Trump pleading not guilty to 34 felony counts, all of them the same, falsifying business records in the first degree. The local district attorney down there accusing the former president of falsifying those records to cover up other crimes. And good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Wooten. Mr. Trump is now back in the air right now, flying down to Mar-a-Lago in Florida, where he will deliver a speech later tonight. After the arraignment, his attorneys criticized the charges that were outlined in court, and then we also heard directly from the district attorney.
Today's unsealing of this indictment shows that the rule of law died in this country, because while everyone is not above the law, no one's below it either.
Allegations that someone lied again and again to protect their interests and evade the laws to which we are all held accountable.
The district attorney said that he brought this case now, whereas his predecessor chose not to, because he says he got new evidence and new witness testimony. So joining us live tonight here in studio is Paul Cambria, two on your side, legal analyst and local defense attorney. Paul, I want to start here by just asking you, I heard a lot of really smart people on TV today saying it's a strong case, and I heard a lot of really smart people on TV saying it's a weak case.
Exactly.
Where do you come out on that?
Well, I think that it's a case that's in trouble. And number one, his defense is going to be, look, my intent wasn't to influence any election. I was trying to save my family embarrassment. You say that's it. And apparently Cohen already said that in a prior proceeding of his own. But the way the indictment was put together, there's no conspiracy charge, there's no tax charge. They're talking about federal election laws. I mean, there's so many things to challenge in there. This is going to be a problem.
So we got two pieces of documents today. So you have the indictment, which just really says the same thing 34 times.
Right.
34 charges. The other thing is this statement of facts, which kind of lays out the evidence that they have, right? And one of the things that stood out to me, paragraph 19, it says that there was this conversation, and there are apparently emails and text messages and stuff, where they said the former president even suggested they delay the payment until after the election so they could save the money, right? Let's not even pay Stormy Daniels the $130,000. Is that the evidence that you think might tie this to a campaign finance violation? Because in order for this to be a felony, it has to be in furtherance of another crime, right? Otherwise, these are just misdemeanors.
Correct. It has to be in furtherance of another crime. They may try to use that for that, but I think on the defense side, I would say, listen, that wasn't my intent. I was trying to protect my family. I was okay with the election. I thought it was going well. The other part is this factual statement. You don't see that in any indictments, and there's going to be a complaint about that. Is that an illegal, if you will, summation before there is a summation? Because they have this power, they misuse the grand jury is going to be the argument by putting that factual summary in there.
It does seem like former President Trump has gone out and got a very smart and accomplished defense team. And it sounds like what you're saying as a defense attorney is that they have some material to play with here.
They have a lot to play with. This is going to be a tough case for the prosecution.
So moving forward, we obviously had the arraignment today, right?
Correct.
Relatively quick. The former president pleading not guilty. What's going to happen now as this plays out? Because we should mention, I mean, it's great to have your analysis on this because this is New York State Supreme Court, which people here deal with it each and every day.
All right, next thing is they have 35 days to give all the discovery to the defense. And these days, the new discovery rules, that will be everything, all the testimony, everything given to them. Then the defense will have the opportunity to make motions attacking the indictment. That'll be the next move.
It seems like there were a lot of people out there as they were following this case who thought that there was going to be maybe some type of bombshell to come out of this, or some type of, maybe something that was unexpected. Because again, the predecessor to Alvin Bragg down in Manhattan had said before they chose not to indict, right? Were you surprised that we didn't get some type of big new thing today?
Actually, I thought the big new thing was that there are a lot of weaknesses in this indictment.
Yeah, sorry, we lost your microphone there real fast. Yeah, talk to that a little bit.
Is it back?
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah, what happened is, I think this indictment shows the weaknesses in the indictment, the things that are missing, and then this big factual statement that, frankly, is not part of the rules. The rules say clear and concise statement of facts, period, not some kind of, brief to give to the public and the jury at the start of the trial.
In 10 seconds, can Donald Trump get a fair trial in New York City?
Well, we'll find that out when the jury selection starts. What he's looking for are conservatives like he is, Republicans, and obviously what the other side's looking for is liberals, and it'll be a political thing. It's political. It's never going to go away.
Paul Cambria, two on your side, legal analyst and a local defense attorney, constitutional expert. Thanks for coming in, Paul. Good to see you.
My pleasure.
We'll be talking about this again, I think.
Yeah.